to ask the Scottish Government whether it will provide further details on the implementation of its social isolation and loneliness strategy, Recovering Our Connections 2023 to 2026, particularly in relation to urban areas.
Minister Colcap-Stewart.
Thank you for the question. The Scottish Government acknowledges that loneliness is a public health issue that impacts people across Scotland. Our December budget confirmed funding in 2025-26 to support projects tackling social isolation and loneliness through our Social Isolation Loneliness Fund. The fund supports the delivery of our Social Isolation and Loneliness Delivery Plan, and we are providing £3.8 million over 3 years to 53 community projects across Scotland that provides opportunities for people to connect. 26 out of the 53 funded organisations are based in urban areas such as Edinburgh, Glasgow, to which the member has his constituency, Aberdeen, Stirling and Inverness.
Humza Yousaf.
Can I thank the Minister for a very detailed response? There are a number of excellent organisations and community groups in my constituency, and of course, indeed, right across Scotland, that do so much to combat isolation, especially during the Christmas and festive period. There are too many to mention, quite frankly, in Glasgow Pollock. However, I will give a special mention to Swamp, Tea in the Pot, Govan Craft Cafe, and the many faith organisations and groups in my constituency. Does the Minister agree with me that local community organisations play a vital role in combating isolation and loneliness, often supporting people that other services cannot reach? And will she join me in congratulating the staff and crucially volunteers in my Glasgow Pollock constituency and right across Scotland for their invaluable service in helping to combat loneliness and isolation this Christmas and during the festive period?
Minister.
Thank you. I would agree with him, and he mentioned Tea in the Pot, and I'm aware that my Cabinet Secretary has in fact visited that excellent service. I would also like to thank the people of Pollock for their tenacity, resilience and community spirit. The Scottish Government and myself personally recognise the contribution made by community-based organisations in responding to local needs. Community activity brings positive changes to people's lives, and that's why this government remains a strong advocate for the third sector. We remain committed to empowering communities to do things for themselves and make their voices heard in the planning and delivery of services.
Faisal Chowdhury.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. While Christmas is a happy time for many, for some it can be the most difficult and lonely time of the year. Social isolation services like befriending have been shown to greatly improve well-being. Can the Minister advise how the Scottish Government is ensuring people who need these services are offered them, including referrals from other public services like the NHS or schools?
First Minister. Minister.
Thank you for the question. We have identified priority groups for the Social Isolation and Loneliness Fund. For instance, young people, disabled people, people with a mental health condition, older people, and people living in areas of deprivation or on a low income. Alongside members of the advisory group, we are analysing the impact of the Social Isolation and Loneliness Fund that has reached just over 11,000 people in year one. Our delivery plan also contains a number of actions aimed to stimulate activity across government and beyond that helps tackle the stigma associated with loneliness and provides opportunities for people to connect.